Look at you, sitting there in the dark blue light from your phone hitting your stupid face. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. You're scrolling through crypto Twitter or X or whatever dumb name it has this week. You see it. Just copped another 5 ETH, feeling zen. Aped into the new L2? This is the one. Bag secured? See you at the moon. And you feel it. That little twist in your gut. It's not FOMO about the price. It's worse. It's shame. Because your portfolio looks nothing like that. Burp. You're not feeling zen. You're feeling poor. In a room full of digital millionaires, you're the guy holding a bag of nothing. Here's the thing you're too emotionally stunted to admit. You're not trying to get rich. You're trying to become a character. The based, degen, the early adopter, the whale. You're buying an identity on credit, and the interest rate is your entire net worth. My name is Sam, and I'm here to explain how your desperate need to look successful in this circus is the only guarantee that you'll stay broke. Listen, this isn't about making a bad trade. That's a car crash. Dramatic, quick, you know what hit you. What we're talking about is carbon monoxide poisoning. It's silent, it's systemic, and by the time you realize you can't breathe, your portfolio is brain dead. The poison is the performance, the act of keeping up. You're not being rugged by a dev. You're being socially engineered by your own desperation. Let's start with the disease. It's called relative deprivation. Big term, simple meaning. You don't measure your wealth against your bank account. You measure it against the highlight reel of everyone around you. In the real world, if your neighbor buys a BMW, you might feel a twinge. In crypto, your neighbor is a pseudonymous anime profile that just posted a screenshot of a $2 million SOL buy. Your reference point for doing okay is completely, hilariously insane. And the worst part? 90% of it is fake. The other 10% is from people who got lucky in 2016 and you will never, ever catch up to. But you try. Oh, you try. This creates a psychological pressure cooker. You need to be in the conversation to have the right PFP. To be able to say, yeah, I got some of that when a new coin gets mentioned. This isn't investing. This is social climbing on a ladder made of pure volatility. And every rung costs you money. So you start funding your new identity. And here are the 3 quiet ways you bleed out. Number 1, forced trades. You see 10 threads hyping some new omni-chain AI GambleFi derivative. You don't understand it, you don't care, but everyone's talking. So you throw $200 at it, just to be part of the club, just to have skin in the game. It's a non-conviction trade, a social entry fee. You do this twice a week? Cool. Let's do the math you're allergic to. That's $400 a week. Over 52 weeks. That's, let me guess, you need a calculator. It's $20,800. You just pissed away 20 grand on tickets to a party where you're still the loser standing in the corner. But it's not just the 20 grand. That's diverted capital. If that money sat in your core strategy and got a conservative 20% a year, which you won't, but let's pretend you're also missing out on $4,160 in gains. So your total annual cost for being in the chat is almost $25,000. For what? To post a rocket emoji you don't even believe in. Number 2, my personal favorite, leverage as lifestyle. You don't have 5 ETH, but you want to talk like you have 5 ETH. So, you take your 1 ETH and you slap 5x leverage on it. Now, in the casino's eyes, you're playing with 5 ETH. You feel big, powerful. You can finally post that adding to my position screenshot without technically lying. You're not using leverage to amplify a high conviction thesis. You're using it to rent a costume, the costume of a whale. And the rent? It's paid directly from your capital. Opening fees, funding rates. It's a slow drip. Let's say you open a $10,000 position at 5x. The fee is small, 0.05%. That's $5. You hold it for a week to look committed. Funding costs maybe another 10. You get bored, close it. $15 gone. Do this once a week to stay relevant. That's $780 a year in pure fee bleed. That's before the liquidation engine even revs up. And it will. Because a costume rented on margin doesn't fit well. One wrong move and the whole thing gets ripped off you in a flash. But hey, for a few days, you gotta feel like a king. Worth it, right? And the third drain. Phantom gain spending. This is the most poetic form of self-sabotage. Your portfolio is up on paper. You haven't sold anything. The gains aren't real. But the new NFT profile picture you want is real. The networking trip to Dubai for the conference is real. The I'm a crypto guy now. Rolex. Okay, fine. A fancy gaming chair is real. So you cash out a little SOL to pay for it. You convert potential future compounded gains into a present-day lifestyle accessory. You're spending money you don't technically have yet. It's like taking out a loan against a lottery ticket you haven't scratched. It's breathtakingly stupid. But you need the props for the performance. You need to show you've made it so people think you know what you're doing. It's a feedback loop of financial suicide. So now you've got these three siphons hooked into your portfolio's jugular. Forced trades, leverage rent, and phantom spending. You track your bad trades. You don't track this. This just feels like being part of the community. The cost of doing business. Let me be clear. It's not a cost. It's a tax. A self-imposed social tax for the privilege of feeling like you belong to a club that would drop you the second your wallet hits zero. But you don't believe me. You think I'm being dramatic. Cool. Let's make it tangible. Let's talk about Alex. Alex is 29. He's a software engineer. He's not an idiot. He started 2024 with a $50,000 crypto portfolio. He's active in 3 Discord servers. He follows all the right people. He feels the pressure to not be the normie who missed the next big thing. So, Alex's year begins. He sees hype about a new layer 2. He doesn't fully get it, but he drops $300 to get a bag. Forced trade. A month later, a meme coin is pumping in the general chat. He apes $500. Forced trade. He does this, on average, twice a month. Over the year, that's 12 grand walking out the door for social participation badges. Then there's leverage. The big narrative one quarter is an altcoin everyone calls a blue chip. The alpha chat is going nuts. Alex wants to show he's a serious player, not some small-time holder. He uses 5x leverage on a $5,000 position to buy it. He pays the fees. He holds through a wobble to prove his conviction. Gets liquidated on a weekend dip. There goes $2,500. It happens one more time. Another 2 grand gone. Total leverage lifestyle cost, let's call it $4,500 between the fees and the liquidations. And the spending. His portfolio has a good month. He's up $8,000 on paper. To celebrate and to signal his success, he cashes out $3,000 for a new PC and a VIP ticket to a crypto conference. Phantom gains spending. He does this a couple times. 5 grand gone. Converted from volatile, unrealized gains into permanent, realized lifestyle dust. Now, let's look at the market. For Alex's sake, let's say the market was completely flat all year. His core holdings? Still worth $50,000. In a neutral world, he should end the year with 50 grand. Here's reality. Start $50,000 minus forced trades, $12,000 minus leverage bleed and losses, $4,500 minus phantom spending, $5,000. Do the math. I'll wait. That leaves him with $28,500. His portfolio is down over 40% in a flat market. No bear market, no catastrophic rug pull. Just the quiet, relentless friction of trying to keep up appearances. That missing $21,500, that's the social tax. You pay it with your dignity as the down payment, and your capital covers the rest. Let that sink in for a second. You can do everything right. Be in the right servers, follow the right threads, parrot the right narratives. And you can still vaporize nearly half your money without the market ever moving against you. You're not losing to the whales. You're losing to your own reflection in the Discord mirror. So what's the solution? Become a hermit? Delete all your apps? Maybe. But there's a smarter play. One that doesn't require you to have the willpower of a monk. It's about building anti-fragile social capital. Listen, true wealth in this space isn't just financial capital. It's social capital you don't have to pay for. Look around. The most respected names aren't always the ones flashing balanced screenshots. They're the ones writing sharp analysis. Building useful tools, creating art, curating information. They gain status through work, not through apins. They're contributors, not consumers. Their social capital protects their financial capital. People listen to them not because of their bag size, but because of their brain size. You can do that. You can provide value that isn't monetary. It's harder than swiping a credit card, but it doesn't cost you a dime in gas fees. This leads to the ultimate power move, the decoupling. Your most powerful asset is not a big bag everyone knows about. It's a big bag nobody knows about. You need a cold wallet for your ego. Your public persona? That's the decoy. That's the wallet with a few grand you can talk about, trade with, even lose to seem relatable. Your real portfolio? The one that actually matters? That's in a wallet whose address you've never typed into a social media bio. That's where you make your actual decisions, based on logic, not on whether you'll look cool in the group chat. Anonymity is a financial position. It means no one can front-run your moves. No one can shame you into holding a losing trade. No one can pressure you into the next big thing. Your peace of mind becomes your edge. Think about Maya. She's a graphic designer. She runs a small newsletter on crypto art trends. She's got a modest, focused portfolio she never discusses. Her social capital comes from her killer infographics and her sharp eye for design. Projects pay her in stablecoins for her work. Her financial moves are private, deliberate, and completely disconnected from proving anything to anyone. She ends the year with a bigger network, a stronger reputation, and a quietly growing net worth. She didn't pay the social tax. She charged an admission fee. Here's your new mission. Since you clearly need someone to tell you what to do, stop trying to perform wealth. Start building real value. Value that doesn't come from a screenshot. Make your social presence invaluable for free. And make your real financial position completely invisible. The freedom you get from that is worth more than any leveraged position. You'll finally make trades based on what you think, not on what you think people think of you. It's the difference between being a character in someone else's story and being the author of your own. A boring, profitable, anonymous author. Now get out of here. You've got some wallets to restructure.